Hi there, I'm Janelle Lawrence, the Urban Teacher, and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I am showing you how to implement CSR in your classroom, especially the after the reading stage. So if you want a general video of general overview of CSR, please look at my previous video. It is linked in the description box below. Now, for those who don't know, CSR stands for Collaborative Strategic Reading, and it's a set of instructional strategies designed to teach vocabulary acquisition, reading comprehension, finding the main idea or getting the gist, synthesizing the text, questioning techniques. Just know that CSR is all around great. It has helped my students grow so much in literacy. They were really struggling. A lot of my students are reading several grade levels below, and it is an excellent tool. I use it as a tool for differentiation. I use it in small group. I use it with heterogeneous in my groupings. I also use it homogeneously as well for my strongest students so that they can take it to the next level. But just know CSR is awesome. Now, CSR is broken into 3 stages: the before the reading stage, during the reading stage, and after the reading stage. If you want to know about the first 2, please go to my description box below. I have videos on those. I have videos on the skills that you should be teaching during those stages. Today, we're at the after the reading stage. So students have already read the article, read the text. Now what should they do with it? In my previous video, I've covered previewing the text. That is a before the reading stage skill. I've done a skill on vocabulary acquisition, or changing clunks into clicks. That's how they do it in CSR. I've also shown how to get the gist of any text. And today we're doing questioning. A lot of teachers might forget that questioning or teaching questioning techniques is a big part of education or a big part of reading comprehension, but it is. I know for me, I normally don't teach questioning unless we're doing a research project. And then at that point, it is very difficult for students to grasp because they did not get as much practice or enough practice throughout the school year. So teaching this questioning technique or having them practice this questioning skill as they read throughout the school year, will really help your students. I also find, since I've been doing this or having students come up with their own questions, I'm seeing an improvement in not just asking questions, but actually answering them. Because now students are looking for the types of questions that teachers or instructors or examiners are going to ask them. So now as they read, they look for these things, and they create they look for these questions, and obviously they also know how to answer them as they read them. So I love this. Do not forget to do this part of the do not leave this part out of CSR. A lot of teachers do that because it's like CSR is a lot and it's a lot of parts, but if you do it all, you will see stronger readers. Now, how to teach these questioning techniques, or how to find questions or generate questions in CSR. Well, CSR has 3 types of questions, or they've broken up the questioning system into 3. They have questions that are right there. They have think and search questions, as well as author and you questions. The answers to right there questions are found right there in the text. You can just point to one spot in the text and there's the answer. So those are simple close-ended questions. So you can say, like, what is the name of the boy? Who did the father visit? Those are right there questions. If you need help, or if your students need help constructing closed word questions, I have a question stem. It is part of that packet I have on TPT with all the CSR worksheets and learning logs. Excellent. So who was it that did so and so? What is that? Those are the type of right there questions. They're just point to the answer. It's right there, one spot in the text, is over. Then CSR also has the think and search questions. Those questions can be found in, the answers could be found in two or more places in the text. And those will be like, who was Black and who was Blanche and what did she do? That's a right there question. You're gonna find who is Blanche and you're gonna find what she did. How was the problem solved? Or how was the problem of not being able to buy the watermelon solved? I don't know. That just popped into my head. Those are think and search questions. Now the higher level questions, the one that I'm so surprised when my students ask them. Sometimes they were like, Miss, I don't know what to ask. Like they don't have this sheet, but they want to ask these higher level questions. And those are questions that are author and me, or author and you. So you're going to use what the author says and the answers are going to come from your head. You're going to use what the author says, or the students are going to use what the author says, and then they're going to answer using their own experiences. Those are a little bit more difficult, but I get so happy when I see my students asking those kind of questions. So what would you do if you were in that situation? What are the strengths? Or what are the weaknesses? What do you think should happen? Stuff like that. Do you agree with the author's claim? Questions like that. So if you want this, which is part of a bigger packet, maybe I should show you all of them. Hold on. Put them in order. So if you want this, which is part of a bigger packet, you can go to my TPT store. We have the preview the text. We have, if you want a video on what it means to preview the text, please watch my previous video. I went over it. Click in Clunks. As you can see, I have the black and white as well as the color coordinated version. These color match my my anchor chart that I made. You can get those free on my website, linked below, herbteacher.com, or you can just join my mailing list. Another packet, another learning log was generating questions, question stamps. Now, you've gone through all the strategies and techniques you need to implement CSR fully in your classroom. Again, CSR is a group work project. The way I do it is I have students in groups of 4. I have students in groups of 4. I have the facilitator, the Clunks expert, the GIST expert, the questioner. If you want a video on like me engaging in the full process, please let me know in the comment section below. I think I have time. I can do another video, but that is it. I do not think I've mentioned this before, but this is, I think, my 6th video on CSR so far, and me teaching the 4th skill, the 4th CSR skills. So I'm going to actually go over and switch over into voiceover mode, where I show how it looks in the classroom, or how it looks to the students. So I'm going to show you the slides. I'm going to run through it as though I'm teaching a CSR lesson and what the students will receive. So right now, in today's lesson, the skill I will be teaching is questioning techniques, so how it looks to the students, how to teach them to do this skill or to master this skill while still working on the other skills that we learned in CSR. So every time you teach a new skill, you're not abandoning another skill. You're building on. You're going to say, you're going to be doing that while you bring this in. All right, so again, this is great for collaborative work. It has to be collaborative work if you want students to be able to get the best out of it. It is collaborative strategic reading. So again, I'm going to switch over into voiceover mode in a second. I just want to take this time or this opportunity to ask you to like this video and subscribe to my channel. This year, my goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers. So please make that happen by being one of my subscribers. I promise you, I am bringing videos that you can use in the classroom. Yes, I'm a social studies teacher, but these things I do can help any teacher, especially content teachers. And I love CSR because it helps teach literacy skills to content in a content classroom. So again, like this video and subscribe to my channel.
So the first thing, when you're doing CSR, you have to teach content.
A lot of teachers make the mistake of trying to teach skills without teaching content. And then they find year after year, we will go over how to find the main idea with students, and students are not getting it. But research shows that you need to teach content if you want students to grow, develop better literacy skills. So this is the content. This is the focus question. It's about prehistoric hominids. This is taken from a 6th grade lesson I've done before. And then the learning target. I can use CSR techniques to help me generate questions about prehistoric hominids. Then again, as I said, you have to teach content. So prehistoric, that is one of the content. That's an important vocabulary. I will teach that. Then I'll teach about hominids because that's a big part of what today's lesson is about. In a previous video, I pointed this second person out as a hominid, it is a hominid, but as a Afropithecus afarensis, which is Lucy. I was definitely wrong. That is Homo habilis. This first one is that. But again, teach the content. All right. And again, let students know what we're reading about or what we're going to learn about. All right, this is the CSR poster. If you want this, it is free in my TPT store. You can get it, or you can join my mailing list for other free items. I am in the process of creating a free resource library on my website. So once I have a few things in there, you'll start if you join my mailing list, you'll start getting alerts so when I add new stuff on it. So join the mailing list. It's going to be a while before I start actually sending out emails, but just remember, join it. Free resources will be on my website or be accessed through my mailing list. All right, and today we're doing the after the reading part to wrap up the questioning. Now, these are on my website. Sorry, these are in my TPT store. They're part of a larger packet or package that you can buy with all the worksheets you can get to help you with CSR, especially when you're teaching the skills or introducing the skills in the class. I also have a CSR learning log that has all the parts on it, all 4 parts from previewing straight to after the reading part. So you can use that as well when you get into a collaborative groups. But this is for when you're teaching the skill, introducing it for the first time or for the first week. So we have question stamps. You can print those out. Students can have them at their desks to help them. Or you can use them. I have to use them with differentiation for students who need that extra support with questioning. And then that's the worksheet that everyone will get to generate questions. So now, students were reading Lucy, Ethiopia's Star Skeleton. Of course, they will have a copy at their desk, so it doesn't matter that it's so small on the paper, but I just want to show you. So write their questions. So the answer is in one place in the text. You should be able to point to the answer and say, it's right there. So one question using the stem. Where was Lucy found? And it is right there in the answer, in Ethiopia. All right? It's actually all part of that one paragraph, but I felt like it was just right there in that one paragraph. Now, think and search questions. The answer is at least 2 places in the text. You have to look in 2 or more different places to find the answer. So one question is, how did Lucy discovery change our understanding of ancient hominids? And well, we know that we had hominids about 3.1 million years ago. We learned about a new species, so it's all there right in those 2 paragraphs. All right, and then finally, another question that could be asked is an author and you question, and these are higher open-ended questions. These answers come from your head, but you're going to use the text to support it. So one question I have is, do you agree with the decision to allow Lucy's remains to go on a world tour? And it's okay if you never read this. I'm just showing you how you'll go through this with your students. Do you agree with the decision? And students get tough. It's very open-ended. Yes, they should. Yes, she should.
the world should know about this new discovery. No, she shouldn't. It is one of Ethiopia's prized possession. They should not lose it. It should not age. It is risking damage, etc., etc. And you can find these ideas in the text, as well as this is your own opinion. And honestly, this is how you teach it. You introduce it to your students, you have them practice it for a week or two, and then you bring it in with everybody.
Now that is all I have for you today, folks. Thank you for watching my video. Again, if you haven't done so as yet, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I will also ask you to share this video with anyone that you think might help. I'm trying to grow my audience. As I said before, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and the more people the more people who see this video, the easier it is for me to get to my goal. Again, thank you for watching my video, and see you in the next upload.